There is more that you can do with OData besides just the things that I've shown you. These are just the most common things and the ones that lend themselves best to client-side filtering. There are, for example, other OData query strings. We covered a few keywords, but if you go to the OData website, you'll see there's many more query strings that you can use to do different things with your data. There are other query keywords for filter. Okay, so when you're looking at filtering, there are several options you can use for filtering criteria. So you can get all the orders that are less than a certain total, or all the customer names that start with L. There's all different kinds of filter keywords you can use. Once again, if you find yourself doing things besides just basic ad hoc querying, ask yourself if this is really business logic that should go somewhere else. But if you're just trying to affect the display of data that you get back, then this could be a way to do it. If you're interested in looking at what else you can do with OData filtering in the Web API, where you want to go is odata.org. This is a vendor-neutral site, and it lists the OData protocol and the different things that you can do with it. Okay, I want to take a look at how these OData filters actually work in our URLs. I've pulled our URLs up in Firefox, and the reason why I've done that is because when you use Internet Explorer, it is going to get JSON back from the controllers, which is actually exactly what we'd expect. But in order to see how these filters really work, I wanted to use Firefox because you'll notice that it's formatting our data as XML. And so when we use the filters in the URL, you'll be able to see the changes in data right away, as opposed to us downloading a JSON response and opening it up in Notepad or something like that. So that's why your browser is a little bit different, so we can actually see these changes as they're portrayed in XML. So the first one I want to talk about is the actual word filter. You'll notice my URL up here, API, books, so we're getting all the data back on all the books. Filter is going to allow us to specify a criteria to trim these down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a query string, and the keyword here is filter equals, and for this particular one, I'm just going to say ends with title wand. So when I send that filter in the URL, it just gives me back the one where the title ends with wand. So this is a pretty common way to do things like trim down to certain IDs, or filter out the prices that are less than $15 or whatever it is you want to do.